Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and like and comment if you're ever feeling the same way or just want someone to talk to. As always, we like to get straight into it from the get-go. Dealing with depression in my 20s. I am stuck between trying to figure out how I can become financially independent and trying to figure out what I want to do with my life, but also like trying to figure out how I can manage my emotions better, dealing with men, but also dealing with parents, but then also dealing with, your professional life and people that you work with, right? So I guess I'll start with professionally. No one tells you how to work through your 20s. Like, it's like weird because you go through all your years of schooling, and I feel like high school should be where, things are geared towards, hey, let's learn about taxes. Hey, let's teach you how to get a job. Let's give you a lot of these prompts and guidance towards getting a job and how to interview, so you're not socially like having that anxiety and scared to do interviews, and like you're just already ready from the get-go. But like they don't teach you that in high school, which is so annoying, which I feel like should be the forefront on like, public speaking and talking and not being nervous. So then you get pushed out of high school, you go through college, you probably go through your 4 years or two if you don't drop because it's way too expensive, right? You get through college, and then let's say you do actually find a job right out of college. A lot of people don't, and you're like still job searching. Let's say you do find a job out of college, and you find a job that is actually pretty good. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not in its own ways, because maybe the commute's too long, or maybe it isn't paying you enough, or maybe you have issues with maybe your coworkers or maybe even your bosses. Not saying this is exactly my situation, not saying that, but I'm just saying like it could happen. It just makes you feel like you're worthless, because like you're going through you're going through the role, you're going through what you've been what you've been told to do like your whole life, step by step. And when you get there, you're like, this is shit. Like, I don't know how my parents did it. Like in 2024, I'm like, how did my parents do this? How are they still working? Like, quite frankly, like, I don't want to work. Like, I want to enjoy the earth, if that makes sense. Like, I want to be able to travel. But then there's people that be like, oh my God, you're lazy. These people don't want to work. But it's true. Like, I feel like, you know, there are people who have never worked a day in their lives. And like, they grew up in a great family where, their family has made a name for themselves. So like, it's safe to say that like, if I want that life as well, where I just want to, have that generational wealth built from like my family, and have my kids not worry about working, because I feel like that's not how it should be. I feel like it's so like exploitation. Of course we need workers, but it's like, me, I'm not built for this. So you're stuck between not feeling like you're built for this and having to be forced into it, because guess what? Reality check is you need money, right? So your 20s is like the craziest thing in the world, and it's the worst when depression hits. You truly understand depression. It's not that you understand it, but you truly get depression. I thought depression was when I would fail a test. Depression is going through your 20s and realizing shit is not nice. Depression sucks. Depression sucks. Your 20s will suck. But they say your 20s is the time to fail again. It's a time to experiment. But I feel like in this economy, there's like so much risk to the point where like, I don't even think you can even take that risk to experiment, because it also feels just like, damn, it's going to be the end of me type of shit. Like, so your 20s and dealing with your 20s, how do you manage it? I'm still trying to figure out how to manage that myself. I read books and things like that, but if there's one book I will say that is an amazing book, just give me 1 second. I feel like this has been getting me through. This book right here, this is not paid sponsorship or whatever. I used to work at a library, so this book, A Gentle Reminder by Bianca Spiracino. If you're in your 20s, or if you're just going through a lot of shit, you don't even have to be in your 20s. Just take this book and just flip through it. Don't even read it front to back. I like to read this book by just flipping onto a random page. And here, the first thing that I get to is, it's okay to outgrow those who don't know how to love you. Please just trust the timing of your life. You don't have to have it figured all out by a certain age. Do you see this? I opened up to a random page and it's already giving me gems and jewels. You don't have to chase a version of success that doesn't inspire you. You just have to learn about yourself. You have to keep doing the work, not just physically, but emotionally. You have to learn about who you are on a foundational level. You have to understand what you deeply value, what ignites your soul, what makes you want to get up in the morning. And you have to choose that every single day. You have to stand up for it. You have to leap towards that hope, even when it's scary, even when you're the only one dreaming in that direction. Because there's no point in moving quickly towards a life you don't want. There's no point in doing everything right if you're just going to end up unhappy. No, you are not failing at life. You are not failing behind because you are moving in a different pace than those around you. You are not odd or delusional. If your dreams don't look like the ones society told you to have when you were younger, you are making your own life. You're making your life your own. You're growing into your future. Never be ashamed of that. And holy shit, I could just cry. And this is what I mean. Y'all need to get this fucking book. Like, I think that literally just summed up exactly what I was just trying to say. So sometimes I like to just open up this book because sometimes it answers my own questions, or just, like it reassures how I feel, in the sense of like, I guess, it is okay. Maybe going through your 20s, it's okay. And there's that whole syndrome of like, damn, like FOMO, right? Like fear of missing out. Like, it's okay to take it at your own pace, because I think we're gonna get there. Girl, guy, like, I love men's mental health, women's mental health, children's mental health, everybody's mental health. We're gonna get there. I'm sorry, it sounds like I am about to break loose, but I feel like that's how the 20s is. Like, your mind is going through a lot of shit. Another book that I love is the Self-Love Bible, and that's by CCB. This book is great if you're going through a lot of like relationship issues with not just like your significant other or a situationship. It could also be with your parents and like people with your life. That's a great book. So these two books are great and I highly recommend them. I just flip through them, land on them, and I'm like, shit, I needed to hear that. Situationships, toxic parents, toxic family, your 20s, not having enough money. I feel like dealing with your 20s is just like a roller coaster, but it's like it's like something that you kind of have to like take day by day. I think it's just something you go day by day. And I hope that we all make it through our 20s. I hope you make it through your 20s. I hope I can make it through my 20s. And I guess the one thing I guess we should just leave it off as is like, I love you. I love me. I love you. I love me. I love you. Because I feel like sometimes we just need to hear it. Just know that you're seen, you're out there. I'm out here dealing with the same shit. Not the exact same shit, never invalidating anybody's feelings, but we are all feeling it, especially now in 2024, moving on to 2025. Let's just manifest money, more job opportunities, and just finding our peoples and finding our place, finding the group that will hold us together. Because even in your 20s, I feel like one last thing I want to get off on is friendships. I feel like even in your 20s, that's when you start seeing your friendships failing, and maybe you want to have a new group of friends, or maybe you feel like your friends aren't there for you, or they can't support you how that you want them to support you. And that's another thing, so it's also okay to change your surrounding. And there's that saying, who you surround yourself with is your net worth. So I feel like you should definitely surround yourself with people who will not only be by your side and support you, but will push you to different levels in different aspects of your life, whether emotionally, financially, but also mentally. And I'm gonna leave off here with saying, I love you. You're amazing. You're great. Mental health is so important for everybody. And just know that if I can leave with like a little gentle reminder, it would be you're not alone. Bye. See you guys later. Please subscribe and like and comment with whatever other advice you want to have. And have a great day. I love you. Mwah.